What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Educated Barfly. My name is Leandro DiManriva, and today is National Irish Coffee Day, so I thought we would make an Irish coffee. This coffee was created in 1942 by a chef, actually, named Joe Sheridan. In that year, Joe Sheridan went to go work in a new restaurant that was opened at the Foynes Air Force Base in Limerick. And this Air Force Base was supposed to be just like a stopover for refueling, but then turned into the main entry point for the Pan Am boats that went from America to Ireland. So they opened a restaurant there. Joe Sheridan took over the restaurant, and one blustery night, a whole bunch of passengers came in, and it was one of those cold and rainy Irish nights, and he decided to put together this drink in a burst of inspiration. Now, I am doing a very abbreviated history here. Definitely look in the show notes. I've written a lot more detail in there. But it would never probably have come to prominence had not a writer by the name of Stanton Delaplane, which was an American writer, who encountered this drink at Foynes, and then took it back to San Francisco, and he gave the recipe to a bartender at the Buena Vista bar or the Buena Vista Cafe, for that matter, in San Francisco by a guy named Jack Kepler. And that is where it became very famous. So it's this Irish drink that became very famous in San Francisco. All right, let's get into making it. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is, first of all, you want to make sure that you have a heat-treated glass. And this would be your traditional Irish coffee glass. And you want to fill this with hot water. And the reason being is that when you put hot coffee into a cup and you put all the ingredients in, if it's in a cold, chilled, or room temperature cup, it's just going to make the ingredients colder faster. So I fill it up with hot water, and I just have a little dump. I'm gonna just make a big mess here. I have a little dump sink here so I can get out. So you have a nice hot cup, and then we're gonna do half an ounce of Demerara sugar syrup, and then 1.5 ounces of Irish whiskey. We're using Powers Pot Still here. And then we're going to take some nice, I'm using, what is this thing called again, Marius? French press. A French press, yeah. I'm an old man, so I use a French press. So we're using some nice French press coffee, but I've noticed that French presses always kind of get a little bit of the grainy coffee out. So I like to kind of double strain it, and we are going to just add that until we fill it up yay high. We're going to leave a little bit of room at the top, and then we are going to take our squeeze bottle, which we have a coil in here. And the reason why what I did is I took a Hawthorne strainer coil and I put it in here. And the reason why I did that is because it helps to expand the cream faster. You want to make sure that you have nice cold cream in here, and you just shake it with your hand over the tip, of course, so you don't make a big mess. And you got to be really careful when you have a coil in here, because it will shake it, it will whip it up pretty fast. So you want to make it so that it will stand as a bead on your finger. You want to expand it, but you still want it to be pourable. You don't. If it gets too expanded, then you're going to be in trouble, because it's just going to lump on there, sort of like in big, large clumps, and it's not going to look good. And it's going to be a mess. And this is going to be really elegant. So I think I've expanded it enough. Let's take a look. It's standing like a bead on my finger right there, as you can see that. All right, and then we're just going to layer that on top of our Irish coffee, like so. And you want to make sure to have nice cold cream, because basically what you're doing here is you're basically juxtaposing the cold cream with the hot coffee. That's what you want to do. So there we have it. Your Irish coffee. Let's take a sip of it. Ooh, I spilled a little. Oh, that is everything. You want to make sure that you're doing really, really hot coffee. I just made a mess of myself. Let me get a rag and fix this. It is just like the best coffee ever. It's the dark sugar plays really well with the coffee. You've got the whiskey in there. The whiskey's not super hot. Everything is paired very well, and you got that cold cream on top. So there you have it, my friends. My rather messy Irish coffee. Get that out of the way.